realized I never actually showed off the victory screens for the end of the tournaments for, you know, the last 2 characters I have actually done a tournament with. That are, Shadow Mario and Bowser. So, you know, we may as well start off with that. And I already have tournaments basically preset, so they have an easy time winning this. And all the ring shot practice I've had, I'd be surprised if I didn't win. After all that I've had to do, the ring attack stuff, the rest of this game is going to feel like nothing to me. Like, man, after all that, the rest of this game is a joke. Like, for real, man. You have no idea how stressful that whole thing was. I mean, come on, I just showed a failure episode of 1 hour of just the freaking, like 15 hours I never got the time to show off. Like, yeah, I should be pretty sure it's pretty obvious at this point that it was a rough time for me. Hey, it's one of the things that keep these games memorable. May as well get into high spirits since LP's basically over at this point. As soon as we get through this episode, we are done with everything. So I may as well go out with a bang, right? We may as well. Oh, baby, with the birdie! Oh, yes! Good job, Shadow Mario. Well, anyway, welcome back, everybody, to the finale of Let's Play Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. This is your host, the MJ406. And, well, it's time for me to basically wrap up all the stuff in the game I haven't shown off yet, which honestly isn't all that much. But, you know, it's worth taking the time to go over some of the modes. I did realize I probably should show off the skins mode a little bit, which I will do. I'll do that as well, but yep, I basically just want to show off the last of the things I haven't showed off yet, which actually isn't all that much. And well, while I relax, I can basically talk about myself this whole game that since 2 episodes ago, I basically spent a lot of time talking about, you know, how great the old school RPGs were. I meant sports games, excuse me, were in general. Sorry, Super Paper Mario on my mind. I may as well. Oh, just a reminder, this is the first thing I'm going to do. So remember, when you get on the title screen, hold Z and press start. You unlock this menu, which is for the special contests. There's a hole-in-one contest, which is get as many holes in one as you can. Basically have a hole-in-one mode, which is kind of cool. There's also a password tournament. I feel like it's something for, like, scores you can submit. If you know. I'll just use a sample code I have here. So let's just enter this one I have, which is 2 GPL. And no capitalization, it's not important because they're all the same. 6-7 PM. And enter this. You basically looks like you can do a tournament at Blooper Bay called Bowser Jr.'s Jumbo Journey with the back keys, all 18 holes. I guess you can basically have a score and try to submit them. I guess it was something you used to do back in the day with probably like magazine things. Yeah, UK competitions are numerous codes you can find online, so you know. They're not really that big a deal since you just play the golf course here anyway. If there are any unique tournaments, like if they have like unique courses, but I doubt they have those programmed in the game, that'd be ridiculous. Anyway, hole-in-one contest. I figured I may as well do this. We'll have the tournament greens and we'll do all 4 holes. Well, hang on. I want to be, what course should we do? I guess it doesn't really matter, since hole-in-one contest is, I imagine, pretty well understood. But they're shifting sands, why not? Why one of these earlier courses? So, I like they have a different menu for it, too. You can choose to star them or not, which, if hole-in-one contest, you probably should. I feel like it has a whole, like, different format, too. It's kind of weird. But yeah, let's be a character we haven't got to show off much of, so... I like Koopa! Why the hell not? It's nice to actually have, like, different music for this, too. Oh, God. Wow, I just realized that Koopa cannot really do this one. Sorry, guy. Well, I can try, damn it. I can try. And hope that will get close. I probably should have been Star Koopa. His control doesn't get sacrificed that much. Near pin, 100 feet. Basically, this is the near pin mode, except they focus on you trying to get holes in one in particular. That's all it is. It's basically a special format for the near pin competition. Wow, yeah. Being Koopa Troopa for this was probably a mistake, but, you know, I figured I'd at least show it off. Yeah, this is another one of the fun modes in this game, which, yes, let me start going over my summary of Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. to me, I still think it's the best Mario Golf game there is. I know a lot of people love for the 3DS one, but for some reason I cannot get into that one myself. Going with the back tee was probably a mistake as well. But either way. Yeah. Ooh, this might get close. Ooh, here we go. Okay, I can actually show you how this one works a little bit. Oh, boy. Unfortunately, you have to be on the green or at least close to the hole to get a good reading. If you're not on the green, you're default at like 100 feet, I think. So, yeah. Basically, that's your automatic score if you don't get close to the hole. Man, picking tournament greens was also a mistake. Keep forgetting I gotta, you know, account for like the lie and stuff and how far the ball will roll after I do the hit. That's crazy. There are some holes that Koopa cannot actually get to the friggin' green. But yeah, you know, they basically just improved on a lot of what, you know, the original Nintendo 64 Mario Golf game did. They basically added more modes, but you know what? Almost feels like, oh my god, enough for this one. See, I was only 11 yards away. If you're not on the green, they make it 100. Alright, come on. This one, I gotta at least be able to get close to the freaking green. It's much smaller chance I'm rolling because I'm diving onto the freaking tournament green. Oh, man. Such a shame I've had such a bad time with these holes. Oh, well, I wanted to show off the hole-in-one competition. Probably better, more easily done without the tournament greens, but, you know, I figured it was fun to at least try this. And, well, I guess I regret every step of the way a little bit. I like at least one hole where I get somewhat close to the green and don't get that. Wow. Sorry, Koopa. 400 feet! Good job! You didn't even lay on the green, dumbass! Ah! Wow. I need a better representation for that. Alright, let's try it again. Let's try an easier course. Yeah, let's do this. I think this will be better. Let's make it normal green so I actually show what it's like to get close. But yeah, this is basically the near pin mode. Alright, Peach, how'd you take the time to shine now? Why the hell not? I think it'll be fun for her to do this. Oh, boy. And I went a little off. Well, that's why I'm using non-star characters. Their aim is off, they'll still hit pretty well. Nice. There we go, on the green. Basically, your distance away from the hole is your, feet. However, the hole-in-one contest will actually keep track of you getting, you know, actual holes in one, as it were. It's a good way to practice your skills. But yeah, that's just my case in point of this game. Like, the large variety of modes they have in this game, it definitely really helps give a lot more replay value to this compared to the Nintendo 64 one. The character matches, well, they unlock starter status for all the characters, instead of, you know, they have to unlock the other characters for use in single player, by the way, which I never mentioned in the Nintendo 64 Mario Golf game. All the, major characters you do in the character matches in the Nintendo 64 game are available multiplayer, except for Bowser. And the other three characters you still have to unlock with the birdie badge system, as well as the, you know, the ring attack. So, those you still have to do straight up to unlock them in regular multiplayer play. But at least, you know, this game had a much better balancing if you're not using star characters. Like, it feels like, to me, that'd be the best way to play. You also don't have to worry about flying off course if you miss aim a little bit. That's why it sucks using Piranha, because his aim is incredibly off as star characters has. But the trade-off is he can hit 300 frickin' yards! But yeah, just the better balancing in general for being different characters is very appreciated, even though they all hit a short distance. But yeah, makes it much less broken in that regard. But the trade-off you get for that is that everybody can't use the same character, which honestly isn't the biggest deal, but it does ruin it a little bit. Oh, so close! Oh, that would have been nice to make that. Oh, man. And you get a different celebration for that based on their distance, which is nice. All four land on the green. So yeah, this is also how the near pin mode works, so I don't need to show that off, but yep. You got special contests for codes you can find, that's fine. Alright then, who else didn't get a lot of time to shine because they're weak characters? I'll do a little basic skins match show off just to say I did. Let's see, the weakest were you two. Luigi got his time to shine in the end, so... Diddy go. I'll use the star characters for this one. Yeah, Diddy and Birdo, why the hell not? Have you two go at it. So, skins match. Let's just do random 3 holes just to sum this up. We'll do cheap balls as well. Regular greens just to keep it nice and simple. Actually, for this case, I'll do tournament greens. Actually, you know what? Do random 6 holes. Let's at least beat this up a little bit. Just so I can show off how skins match works. Yeah. Like I said, it's very similar to match play. It's just, you know, if you tie a hole, things carry over. So, yeah. Basically, you start collecting all the holes you guys tied in, and then whoever wins it basically collects all those skins, so to speak. Don't forget, you do have the other, you do always have the other, handicaps and stuff. Ah, I see. They give you 1 power shot for every 3 holes you do. Nice to know. So if you have 9 holes, you get 3. 6 holes, you get 2. 3 holes, you get 1. But yeah, like I said, skins match is basically alternative, you know, regular match game. So, yep. If you know how that works, you basically know how it works. It's just ties mean a lot more in the grand scheme of things because you have to make sure you eventually win a hole so you can carry over those ties that you had earlier. Oh, looks like Diddy's gonna lose this one. Let me show something else off too later. But for now, I just want to keep practicing my skills, show off what I can do. Why the hell not? But either way, yeah, the expansive modes they added in this, as well as, you know, multiplayer ring attack, you really want that. May as well show this off once. You also give up a hole. Take a penalty, go to the next hole. So, yep. Basically, you hit your stroke limit if you choose to give up on a hole. And basically, they're worth celebration. Oh, shit. Ow. Basically, act like I got a double bogey or worse. Oh, wow. Seek to win. Yeah, you're going to have such a hard time doing this. Scorecard. Okay, I guess it doesn't show until after. Oh, God! Wow. You could have actually given Diddy the win with this. Oh, wow. They actually put it near the hole. That's different. I don't know why I did that, but whatever. There we go. Birdo wants a skin back. Oh, my God, she shoots eggs? Oh, jeez. That's bizarre. So, yep. She got a skin for that hole. So, there we go. Now, let's see what it's like when they tie, assuming I have, of course, I can do that. But yeah, it's basically all I have to say about this Mario Golf game. It's just an expansion on the Nintendo 64 Mario Golf game, and honestly, I'm fine with it being just that. Because the Nintendo 64 Mario Golf game was basically one of the first to make, you know, Mario sports titles mainstream. In a way, I guess you could say one of the first ones was NES Open Tournament Golf. Because it basically had the Mario characters, but it had similar playstyle, but it just wasn't Mario themed. It had them in it, it just wasn't actually Mario themed. And you know, it's a kind of gameplay that has stood out for the series and managed to last a long time. Again, until Mario Golf Super Rush decided to change things to, well, regulate a lot more, to make it a lot more plain and boring, honestly. Yeah. Who knows, I might get to that game someday, but yeah. Just the excess of modes. You have so many ways to play the game. Not to mention all the minigames they have in there. A birdie challenge. They have a whole, basically 3 parkours dedicated for a lot of this. They have, yeah. They got a lot for you to do in this game. You got tests, you got things to practice your birdies, your, ooh, can you make this in, Birdo? That would be good. You got things for practicing your birdies, your one-on-one off thing, you got practicing approach shots and drives and all that. They all have things for training in this game too, which is great. And doing all of them is actually worthwhile because it actually, you know, lets you get the, it lets you get P for on if you're willing to go through all the training. So yes, you see, carryover points. Since they won a hole, since they both tied the hole, now it carries over. Why are we getting all the par 5 holes? That's so weird. Stop making all the par 5s. Why? But yeah, that's why I really like this game. They give you so many things to do in the game. It's a delight. Wow, she hit the tree straight up. Yikes. I mean, yeah, it gives you a lot to come back to. I will say the multiplayer ring attack, as brutal as it is, it can be a satisfying challenge. It'd be a great drinking game to do with friends. Just drink every time you guys lose a hole. Good luck with that. Do I think it a little overboard with it? Yeah, probably a bit. But you know, they're willing to expand pretty much everything. They added more different kinds of obstacles with chain chomp out of bounds. They got flower beds with the Pikmin. And you know, I will say the last course was kind of a weird, like, Mario character clusterfuck with all the holes they had there. But I decided to make it a Bowser's Castle kind of course and just make it really hard. I will say, though, the one obstacle I'm still not a fan of are the boos. I still hate those boos with a passion. They're horrible. I will never, ever like the boos on the Bowser's Badland course. Oof! OB for you. Oh, man. See, you need to get around that. Well, if you can do that, you're in good shape. There you go. You made it just fine. I also realized I should have back spun, man. Oh, well. Burrow's going to lose this hole anyway. Who cares? And, you know, the fact they had a star tournament, they also made the tournaments more forgiving, so you didn't have to basically be a beast on the courses to frickin', you know, win all of them, like you had to in the Nintendo 64 Mario Golf game. They also got you useless rewards for beating the tournaments because, really, the bigger purpose of beating the tournaments was basically get all the points you need to unlock the other courses. And that's all you really got out of those. And there we go, see? Since Diddy won that hole, the hole they tied before, he got the points for that too. So, yep. It's not about how you know, start this, it's how you finish. But if you guys tie a lot, it basically makes the wins that much more valuable. So, you know, it can be a very, very risky game. Well, if you tie the last hole, it can also ruin, you know, somebody's opportunity to make a comeback. You know, Skid's match is kind of more interesting match play, if you ask me. You want to just go down the simple, like, hole-by-hole basis, that's fine, but Skids feels like you're trying to, like, put a bet on it a little bit. That's more what Skids is to me. And that's Skids mode for you. Let's finish this off. And all I have left to do left is basically show off Bowser's tournament when we're done. Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's basically, it just sums up a lot of what I basically take as the best Mario Golf game there is. There's so many modes, more characters, and you know, there's more personality to me than the original one. I mean, the improved visuals help. More ecstatic character animations, you know. And because of the many different ways to play, they have a lot more multiplayer modes too. They improved, like, all the ones that were in the original game, as it was. Like, yeah. They gave club slots more. Oh, they're saying he'll win this if he gets this. Overall. Why does he seek to win? Because they're tying. I thought it'd be miss and lose. But whatever. We only got 2 holes left to go. So now we're going to be going back to freaking hole 11. God. It'd be horrible to play a golf course like this. Just going through random holes. Just, oh, looks good. Let's go here. Yeah, that's smart. That's a smart way to play. Also, I gotta say, the soundtrack for this game is fantastic. Just like the first Mario Golf game. I mean, yo. Anybody who doesn't recognize the name, Motoi Sakuraba. He happens to do music for a lot of the Mario sports games. Particularly the tennis and golf ones, because, you know, that's the one that Camelot had the heaviest involvement with. You know, his music is really good. Like, it's a crazy soundtrack to have for what's basically a sports title. Oh! Poor Diddy got screwed there. Well, not like Birdo's gonna make this either, but either way. Oof. Yep, didn't make that.
Nice ball.
But yeah. Oh, it does say sink the tie. Okay. I thought it said sink the win, sink the tie. At least let you know about the tie, because it's not a lost point. You at least want to tie and not lose. Alright, whoever wins the next hole is the victor. Or Diddy wins. One of the two. So Birdo has to hope she can come back and win this one. And we're starting the very first hole. It's so dumb. I know sometimes people like to play from the back holes and then do the front holes, but you know, it's a weird idea to go through. That's all I'm saying. Also, the wind is incredibly high.
Nice shot.
And well, yeah. Oh yeah, also the whole spin mechanic you have, I forgot. They changed that. They have the automatic swing if you know, it's good for players that are getting used to the game. They can't time the second one. At least you just have to press A for power. And then the auto swing will basically aim for you. And usually be on point. But when it's not, it basically telling you, oh, do you not like how inaccurate this is? Then start doing the manual timing. Do the manual timing, it spins as well. So you can basically control how the ball rolls when it hits where you're shooting it, too. Which, yeah, it adds another layer of depth to the game. You know, makes it a lot easier to get to yourself in certain spots.
Nice on.
It gives you better strategies in hopes that you can, you know, get better scores, which is the whole point of these games after all. Damn. Good job, Birdo. You got screwed. Well, Diddy wins this one. He deserved it because of everything he did. Good for you, Diddy. You got the win. There we go. He wins with 5 points. He got all the carryover holes because he tied with Birdo for the previous 2 and then got that win. There we go. Diddy wins 5-1. That's how they keep track of it on the scorecard. Congratulations, Diddy, you won the Skids match! Which is also cool, you can also do that in 4-player, I think. I just double check you can do that in 4-player. Yep, you can do Skids match 4-player, or match play, you can only do it 2. Yeah, other ones, they also introduced doubles, so you guys can actually do team play as well. You guys can alternate hitting the ball, so you guys, you know. A nice competitive team sport, that is something that you can do in golf as well. I know that's what a lot of the charity events for golf like to do. A lot of celebrities do that for, you know. Yeah, it's a great thing. You got stroke players for regular play, so it's great for a casual experience with friends. You got alternate modes to play, this kids match. Ring attack if you really want to torture yourselves, although maybe we should do competition. Oh, it goes for all the holes there. Maybe we should show that off real quick. Oh God, why? What are you doing? Oh wait, no, not 4-player, not 4-player. Let me show how a competition ring attack goes. Then we'll show off Bowser, that will be good. A match play, let's see, you got club slots, you basically have a random assortment of clubs to use, which can be kind of wild. And you have the 4th slot there, you basically have a bonus to add extra conditions. Got handicaps, so players that aren't used to the game have easier time. Coin attack to randomly get coins. Oh yeah, you both can also compete in birdie challenge and one-on-one putt when you unlock that, so yeah, that's fun. Well, you know what? May as well torture myself more. You do tournament greens for these? Oh, God. That sounds horrible. Well, at least these, I imagine you don't have to get par for these. It's probably just, you know, try to get the ring and then get over to the hole. Oh, yeah. Basically, separate track of both you guys doing the ring attack challenge. Okay. So basically keeps track of what rings you have left to get, and then basically who has the better score after that wins. You know, I can always look up the rule book as well. Forgot that's an option that is, in fact, available to me. Also was nice, considering the co-op ring attack holes, you basically had, you know, every single hole featured in ring attack this time, which is kind of cool. Let's see the rules. Yep, face off. Compete to see who can hit the ball through all the rings on each hole. Score par better to complete that hole. Players compete to see who can finish those holes. Oh, that's what it is. So literally it's just a competition to see who can complete more holes. Okay. So I guess score doesn't matter. So it's seeing who can actually do better. Oh, God. It's a waste of time. You can't unlock anything with this. Oh, that's just mean. That's just mean. Well, you know, here to show it off for you, just to show this off too. But, yep. You got multiplayer ring attack for competing the single player holes. See what you can do. Also a good opportunity, I guess, for you to learn, you know, what characters may be best for a lot of certain holes if you're not trying to complete it with every single character. Then again, as I showed, Star Character Yoshi is a pretty good example to have. That he's basically the best standard character I can see. All the stats are standard, including his swing strength and his swing height. He doesn't have a curve, so it works out. Okay, yeah, so we're really just seeing who can complete all the holes. Okay. Well, that keeps things interesting, I guess. Not that there's not anything interesting about it, but oh man, this is just a mean idea. I'm so glad I only did Lakitu Valley. Nice, no score doesn't matter. It really is all about just completing the hole. That's all it's about. Which is nice. Definitely is fun competition to have. But yeah, like that's kind of the point. There's so much to this Mario Golf game compared to the Nintendo 64 effort. It still manages to be fun without drowning out the core golfing aspect. You have the basic golfing, so you just play the Mario sports game just for the fun of it. You have the alternate modes, you guys want to do some twists to really, you know, test yourself out in numerous ways. It keeps things exciting. And you know, it just reminds me why I treasure the Mario Golf games as much as I do. Because they just manage to be good, simple fun. The GameCube, Nintendo 64 Mario Golf games just manage to keep themselves fascinating. They're fun without being, you know, like, they don't dumb anything down. The power shots are always a nice feature as well. I will admit, though, I do miss having the percentage readout you had from, actually, I guess when I look at it, the percentage readout you have there, for example, like with what Toad's doing, you actually have a range of basically how much further or shorter a shot would go, but it's kind of varied. You won't know until you hit your power. I guess they kind of randomly decide that your ball's going to go further or not as far because, I don't know. I will admit that it's kind of dumb. At least the Nintendo 64 Mario Golf game, it actually showed you, like, from the terrain you were hitting, what percentage your ball would go based on, yeah.
Nice shot.
Where you're hitting from.
Nice.
It would actually, like, show you how much it would drop. I will admit, the whole fact that you could actually increase your range where you hit the ball, I'll admit that is kind of dumb. That is one thing of this game, it's confusing why they did it that way.
Nice shot.
But, well, I don't know. There's a lot more strategizing with this game, where the Nintendo 64 one just had much simpler ideas.
Birdie putt.
And you know, I guess it's more of a preference thing. What do you like?
Complete.
Do you like when the Mario sports games go for a more varied style approach that keeps them as a more zanier version of the sport? Or do you prefer it when they try to keep things simple by just adding a little bit of elements of chaos into the sport and just letting you have the Mario characters with their personality and potential powers that they may have, you know, offsetting the balance that could have been ruined by adding too much?
Nice shot.
I mean, you know, I don't have too many examples of Mario sports games that add too many things that ruin the experience. Again, I think the closest one for me, honestly, is probably Mario Super Sluggers, the sequel to the baseball game from the GameCube. I felt like that one added a little too much that kind of, I don't know. I didn't really find as much to like about the Wii baseball title, because it added so many weird things and kind of like added too much random chance. Like, that's the thing. Like, adding random chance to a sports title can ruin the fun of the sport, where it's a lot more about strategizing and knowing the game. Like, they're educational for people like trying to learn the sport as well. It's kind of fun in that aspect. They're actually getting to, you know, playing the game with Mario characters. It gets people into those sports games, you know, that might not normally care for sports, because it has one of gaming's biggest icons just enjoying their time in the sport, you know? Oh, there are 2 rings here. Oh, jeez. That's fine. I know what I'm doing.
Nice shot.
I mean, yeah. That's been the appeal of Mario Sports, why I like them. That's how I learned a lot of sports, to be honest, because I played a lot of the Mario Sports titles. It actually got me into, you know, enjoying and appreciating more of the sports. So I used to be somebody who wasn't really much of an athlete. I never really cared for a lot of sports in general. You know, playing Mario Sports games is one of the things that got me, you know, to like sports in a way to begin with. It may sound weird for a hardcore gamer to be into sports, but don't forget, a lot of hardcore games are sports sims. Some people love playing Madden and FIFA every year, and they'll keep doing it, so, you know, sports games are certainly a popular thing. You know, Mario games are a good way to, you know, bridge the gap between those that want a fun video game, those that want to, enjoy the sport. Oh, that would have been awesome. Eagle. Damn it. If only I didn't backspin, but I didn't know that was going to happen. Shit. Oh, that would have been so cool. Man, how I would love to have a really good shot like that. I will admit, though, the spinning mechanic does kind of get out of hand because you can abuse it and basically ruin some potentially good shots if you get over-reliant on it. Then again, that's probably more of a personal problem. Which, yeah, I would definitely see it as a personal problem for somebody who's not exactly willing to just let the natural shot flow. Well, you know, it's a strategy, I guess. Some people may not be a fan of in this game. I guess some people can think the spin could ruin some of the mechanics this game had originally. There's an argument to be made about that. But, oh, jeez, how the hell? Ooh, if I can hit that. That would be great if I could hit that. Yes! Oh, boy, you go to the bunker. Oh, you're going to have a hard time getting into the green. I forgot this hole was actually difficult back then. Damn. You're better off setting up in front like I'm going to do with Yoshi. Here we go. Let's try to make it so one of them can win. Keep things fascinating. They'll probably have your scorecard be based on how many holes you cleared. Just a guess. Oh boy, that ball's flying. I don't know if either of you can clear this now. Oh, the pin! The pin! Screwing him over yet again. Ooh. Oh boy, Mario's flying too. Damn, that plus percentage thing really keeps throwing things off. Oh boy. Well, good luck, Mario. You're gonna really need it if you want to freaking. Oh, he missed.
Nice shot.
Wow! What the fuck, man? It's the fucking pin! I tell you, it's my greatest enemy! Oh, never mind. Yoshi has the easiest putt in the world. So, of course, he can make it.
Complete.
Woo! Just made it. And just like that, Yoshi got a win! He hit the pin, but he still managed to stay on the greens and made an easier putt. And there we go. Mario did not manage to clear it. There you go. You get your winner based on who cleared more holes. That's good practice, though. It's at least a good way to practice those holes if you're trying to do that to unlock freaking, what do you unlock with that? Oh, yeah, Shadow Mario, right. Good practice if you're trying to unlock Shadow Mario, but yep. Just remember, Bowser Jr. you unlock by getting, all the best badges, while Boo you unlock with getting 50. Oh, no. Bowser Jr. you have to beat the, yeah. Bowser Jr. you have to beat the birdie challenge on all 18 holes. But you have to beat the front 9 to unlock the back 9, and then you do all 18, you get Bowser Jr. Then you get the one-on-one putt, which doing all that just unlocks the tournament greens from Congo Canopy. Boo! You have to get 50 of the best badges throughout the tournaments to unlock. Shadow Mario, you have to beat all the single-player ring attacks to unlock. And P Piranha, you just have to do all the other training side games that aren't the birdie challenge. So, you know, shot practice, approach practice, and putting practice. Do all those, and you unlock PD Piranha, which is nice to do. Now, let's end this by having the last character show off his tournament celebration win. Assuming, of course, he can get the shot in the glory hole to frickin' get another birdie. Because he actually is not doing that well compared to what Shadow Mario was doing on his tournament. But I'm confident he should still be able to... Oh, crap. I didn't pay attention to the wind at all. I should have backspun that, huh? Well, as long as he gets, you know... As long as he gets par or better, I'm sure he'll still win. I have confidence he can do that much. Oh, jeez. I would prefer it if you got a freaking birdie, but, you know, I guess we'll take par. Again, I didn't need to worry about getting all the birdies. I had all the best badges in the Star Tournament as well. Yep, see? At least the turns in this, you don't have to basically have a super great score on the course. Basically encouraged you quitting over and over again. Really good score. As long as you get, like, not a lot of bogeys and get a few birdies along the way, you were probably fine. Like, honestly, you could clear the Star Tournaments with the regular characters, you were confident in them. Besides, they don't have a lot of loss of impact for their shots. There you go. Here's your last character celebration for his tournament win. But you have to go to the Star Tournament to unlock the tournament greens for regular play. Gives you a harder version of the course, and you know. Oh yeah, and being all the Star Tournaments to unlock basically turn off the simulation line to give you a really freaking crazy golf experience for the hardcore fans. Now's a good time to go over the credits of the game again. It only makes sense. But yeah, I love the Mario sports games from the Nintendo 64 GameCube, and I still think the GameCube had pretty much all the best ones other than the Mario Strikers, the soccer one being immediately improved on the Wii with Mario Strikers Charged. It added zaniness, and it still made the zaniness fun instead of making it feel like complete random chaos. That's something that I love the Mario sports games. They have a controlled chaos, you know? There's things that make the game zany and make it more than just a regular sports sim. They make it kind of cartoonish with how they, you know, change things up to be, you know, they add a challenge to it. But, you know, you have special skill sets because of the, you know, it being a Mario World and all that, they can counter some of it. It may be easier than the regular sports sim, but that's kind of the point. It's one of those games supposed to be a casual, fun experience, and I feel like this game nails it. Except for the true completionists like what I did. I've had to go through all the multiplayer ring attacks. And don't forget, there's also unlocking the highest difficulty computer by beating all the tournaments with every character. If you're that hardcore about it, go for it. But either way, I still take great pride in enjoying the Mario sports games and what they are. A great fun time, good with friends, good solo content as well. They allow you to actually enjoy these games to the fullest. Lets you appreciate the sport. Have more fun in these games. They give more personality to the Mario characters. And you know, that's the thing. A lot of the Mario spin-offs give a lot more personality to these characters than the mainline games do. That's where people got the idea of Mario's a sociopath because of Mario Power Tennis. Another game I'm consider playing someday. So there's actually enough to make an LP out of that, unlike the Nintendo 64 one. And you know, having things like Daisy being a tomboy and Waluigi being, you know, himself. The meme that he is. You know, gives a lot of other characters a chance to shine and show they have personality beyond just the main games they were in. Or Waluigi's case, actually being around because of these games. And yeah, it's another reason why I appreciate the series. It gives me a chance to embrace more of the characters from one of my favorite video game franchises, the Super Mario World. I mean, there's over 100 games that have Star Mario. Like, come on, man. If that doesn't scream he's a gaming icon, I don't know what does. And just having sports games around it allows more fans to come and appreciate his work. Whether it's Mario fans who want to play the games to begin with, or no sports games fans that, you know, may be curious to see what a sports game that features Mario friends is like. And I consider a lot of this era to be some of the best that were on offer. Back when Camelot's software was in prime form. Which unfortunately nowadays, it just feels like they're making subpar Mario sports entries, which is a shame, because, you know, these were all very memorable games for me back in the day. Now, I really do appreciate getting to come back and play it once more, even though I did torture myself to do more than I feel like I should have done. But I take pride in doing those multiplayer ring attacks, damn it. Fun for friends, but not recommended if you just want to casually play the game. Just do the single player one if you're trying to unlock all the content. That's all you need to do. And you want to do all the tournaments every character, really test your might with all of them and unlock the Ace Tournament difficulty, or Ace Computer difficulty, go for it. Also, I love the GameCube games all had these, you know, crazy cinematics. Just Wario and Luigi just up to no good. They did like all of them. I love it. Or at least golf and tennis they did. And the tennis one or the GameCube one is definitely the most over-the-top one. And a lot of people love it. Some people love the game just for that alone. It's crazy cinematic. I love it. Like, come on. I love the personality from this. It's amazing. But yep. Now that I can finally put this game to rest. This LP ended up being a lot longer than I expected it would be. But Multiplayer Ring Attack extended that immensely. But hey, I got to basically show off pretty much everything this game has to offer, so, you know, why not have fun? If I have fun with it, why the hell should I complain? And that's all that needs to be said about it. It's a great, fun Mario Sports title. Why it's considered to be the best Mario Sports one. So, you know, if you happen to play the Nintendo 64 Mario Golf, you'd probably like this one, because I feel like it's an improvement. If the spin mechanic is to your liking or not, it's up to you. And the All-Swing is good for beginners to get into. If you happen to play Mario Golf Super Rush, well, I feel like the gameplay style from this is better. So, you know, Mario Golf Super Rush is still a good golf game. I just think that the old school ones are better, including the Nintendo 64 one. I guess I could say Mario Golf Super Rush is probably the worst Mario Golf game, which is saying a lot considering that it's still good. You know, Mario Golf games are ones they've rarely gotten wrong. So, you know, it's worth appreciating them. And that's all I can say. So yes, thank you all for watching this fun Mario Golf outing once again. Ended up being much longer than the original game I did. As what are we doing next for the channel? Well, funny thing, I'm actually have a game I want to do to tie in with the Sonic Advance trilogy I'm doing right now, which is the I believe Sonic Advance 2 is ending tomorrow. Oh god, that's again talking about the blue fuck. He makes everything crash and burn to his market. Fuck you, he's not even here. Wow, Mario, you're real obsessed with him. Why don't you join him in the Olympics or something? That's a great idea. Oh god, Mario and Sonic Olympic Games. I forgot those got canceled because the Olympics stopped trying to fund into the video game world Mario and Sonic, and instead decided to fund their efforts into NFTs. Never forget that that's why friggin' Mario and Sonic Olympic Games ended, as, you know, boring as some people may have found them. They stopped being a thing because the Olympics thought the NFTs were a better thing to invest in. Makes you wonder why the Olympics have been feeling like a shadow of their former selves lately. Anyway, yes, I have a Sonic game coming up after this, believe it or not. Another spin-off title, and honestly, one I've wanted to get to for a while. It's one of the more interesting Sonic spin-offs. And well, the other thing is, it kind of ties into Sonic Advance 3, I think. So, you know, it's kind of like having a double feature. Where after Sonic Advance 2 ends, Sonic Advance 3 will be taking its place. And for Saturdays, a game that somewhat loosely ties into Sonic Advance 3 will be showing as well. It's a Game Boy Advance title, so, you know, avid Sonic fans should know what it is. If you don't know what it is, oh, you're in for a treat for one of the more interesting Sonic spin-offs. Honestly, more interesting than either of the Sonic Riders games. Yes, I'm not counting the third one. There's Sega Sonic All-Stars Racing. There's that, too. I need to get any of those games if I want to see how they're about. But, yeah, I'm planning a Sonic spin-off after this. You know, it'll be a fun time. I hope it will be, anyway. To go along with Sonic Advance Trilogy. Meanwhile, Resident Evil 2 Remake. I decided to get that started early for my Halloween marathon because, knowing my pattern, I tend to hand Halloween games till Christmas for some fucking reason. And, well, Super Paper Mario, you know, post-game, still going. So, you know, that'll end when it ends, which will hopefully not be too long from now. Hopefully I speed that along, but there's a lot of post-game in that. But, yeah, you know, I've been having a lot of fun recording a lot of these games lately. I'm starting to get some of my, you know, my energy back that I had back in the previous years. I felt like I was on a downward trend kind of late last year. I'm starting to get my groove back. Then again, that's what playing Mario and Sonic games will do for me. There's some of my more, you know, treasured franchises. It really helps me get in a groove with everything. So I'll just leave it at that. In regards to another Mario Sports game coming around, you know, since I'm mostly done showing off Mario Tennis the N64, there's not really that much to show off with that. Just a bunch of one-off stuff. I can debate doing Mario Power Tennis in the future, because that is another one that is another treasure game of my childhood, I consider the best Mario Tennis game. And there's technically the Switch outings that have single-player offerings, so I have those to do as well eventually if I really wanted. Where Mario Party is still kind of sitting on the side, unless I really just want to do a blind run of the boards for the hell of it by myself, which is pretty boring. Although there is another Mario Party single-player thing that I technically have. Something to debate. But I'm probably not going to get any of those till next year, so, don't expect any Mario sports for the rest of this year. Or Mario spin-offs in general. I guess technically one could count as that, but that's a different character. Either way, that'll do it for Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. Please play this Mario Golf game if you haven't. It's a great one. Hopefully we have easier ways to access this. Because, the GameCube Mario Sports games are a grand old time, and I'm a big fan of them. So, till the next Mario Sports effort, that's what you're waiting for. I'll see you guys around. Take care. Have a wonderful day.